All right, welcome to part 2 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Power of Chaos, Joey the Passion. Spoilers for those that haven't watched part 1, but we did have a successful part 1 where we did win our first ever match duel and won 3 cards that we will be using now in our deck. So check that out if you haven't seen it. Just a quick where we're at. So these are our 40 cards. So we are at 40 cards. I did make sure that the deck is correct this time around so that we are not playing with cards that we don't want. And for our card list, we are at 40 of 350 for 11.4% completion. So let's just jump right into it. Going to be doing another match duel, trying to win another 3 cards. So the level of Joey right now is still only on the level 1, which is good. It's the easiest level that we can deal with. So let's get into it. All right, we won the rock, paper, scissors, and we will choose to go first. So let's see what we get. Okay, so we drew one of the cards that we just actually won, which I'm happy to see, Blastsphere. It's a very good card. It's a 4-star monster with 1400 attack and 1400 defense. And when your opponent attacks this monster in face down defense position, this card is treated as an equip card and is used to equip to the attacking monster. And then if the attacking monster is then destroyed, your opponent will take direct damage. Sorry, I just lost my place there. The equipped monster and his card is destroyed during your opponent's next standby phase. Your opponent then receives direct damage equal to the equipped monster's attack. So wordy there, but it is a very good card, and we're looking forward to using that. We have Axe Raider, a 4-star monster with 1700 attack and 1150 defense. We got 2 of them, so that's good. Penguin Soldier, if you did watch part 1, you know Penguin Soldier saved our butts, and we won our duel because of Penguin Soldier. So it's a 2-star monster, 750 attack, 500 defense, and you can return up to 2 monster cards on the field to the owner's hand with a flip effect of that. So again, watch part 1, see how that saved our butts. Mystical Space Typhoon, this can destroy 1 spell or trap card on the field. So we got a magic card there, and first appearance of Buster Blader as a draw. So that's a 7-star monster, so it does require 2 tributes. It has an attack of 2,600 and a defense of 2,300, and the attack of this card increases by 500 points for every dragon type monster on your opponent's side of the field and graveyard. All right, so we are gonna just take Axe Raider with the 1700 attack, and we're gonna put it in attack position. I am just gonna set the Mystical Space Typhoon. He might try to destroy it and use his own Mystical Space Typhoon, just kind of like a fodder thing. It's kind of a bluff, right? Like, we don't really have anything else to put down, so might as well just put it down. Harpy's Brother. So it is a 4-star monster with an attack of 1800 and a defense of 600. So that will definitely beat our Axe Raider and destroy it. That's unfortunate. That's going to be a hard card to figure out here. Let's see what we get. The Morphing Jar number 2. So this isn't a flip effect. It's a 3-star monster with an 1800 attack and a 700 defense. And the flip is return all monster cards on the field to their respective decks and shuffle them. You and your opponent then pick up cards until you both have the same number of monster cards, level 4 or lower. That will return to each deck. Special summon the monsters on the field in face down defense position. And then any other cards picked up are discarded to graveyard. I love this card. It's a really good card. It's great when they have tribute monsters on the field, and you can use that to get them back into their hand and deck, and you can burn so many magic and trap cards if there were a lot of monsters on the field. So it is a possibility to use. I'm actually going to use the Mystical Space Typhoon to start and just get rid of whatever card he just put down. I don't really want to have to deal with whatever that is. And it was Griffin Wing. So when your opponent activates Harpy's Feather Duster, all your opponent's spell and trap cards are destroyed in place of your own. And it's kind of a waste of Mystical Space Typhoon, really, honestly, because this is tied to just 1 card, but hey, whatever. So I have 2 options, really, here, I think. I can use the Morphing Jar and get the Harpy's Brother back into his hand and shuffled. Or I can use Blastsphere. The thing with Blastsphere is he will probably use whatever his lower attacking monster that he's about to summon to attack Blastsphere, and then I still have to deal with the Harpy's Brother. So I'm thinking we're going to go the Morphing Jar route. So we will set this. We will hope he summons another monster, and then we will see what happens. Goblin attacks for us. So yeah, that's a tough one to deal with. But hey, we got the Morphing Jar. That's going to take both those cards off the field for us, which is what we kind of wanted to see. So they both go into the deck. Now he's going to start drawing it. All right, so that's Dumas the Dark Wish, which is a very powerful card in defense position, and Harpy's Brother. So I'm only going to be able to deal with one of those cards, unfortunately. They both have 1800 attack. I do need to get rid of one of them so that only one remains. We're going to go with Alligator Sword because we know both of those cards. So Alligator Sword, 4-star monster, 1500 attack, 1200 defense. We need to get rid of one of those 1800 attack monsters because we can't deal with both of them right now. So let's attack this one. We got rid of the Harpy's Brother, the 1800 attack, 600 defense, normal monster. He still's got Dumas, which has an 1800 attack, so he probably will flip that and attack us. And we'll have to figure out next turn how to get rid of that. There it is. Dumas the Dark Witch, 1800 attack, 1050 defense. So we still have to deal with that. That's going to bring our life points down to 7,600. And he's playing a card face down. Alright, so we drew a card of Safe Return. When a monster is special summoned to the field from your graveyard, you can draw one card from your deck. We'll just play that. I hope he actually has something to get rid of this, because this is a whatever card, but hey, we'll take it. Now it's a what do I do? Again, Blast Sphere could be used for this Dumas the Dark Wish, but I am worried that he's going to use his lower attacking monster on it. I think I'm going to summon Axe Raider for now. I know it's lower, 1700 versus 1800, just to get rid of whatever his other card is. I don't want him to have too many powerful monsters on the field. So, well, that's not going to work. Humanoid Slide. He's got some good cards for right now. That is a 2000 defense monster, so 800 attack, 2000 defense. I'm definitely going to get punished next turn here. I'm actually hoping he tributes, because then I can use Penguin Soldier or Blast Sphere, but we'll see what happens. Panther Warrior. I'm not mad actually right now because he's gonna have to tribute something to get rid of that, so at least we'll lose a card that way, but we're about to get punished here. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt, and the Panther Warrior is gonna definitely hurt. He'll probably tribute his Humanoid Slime. Yep. That's gonna bring us down to 4,400. We definitely need to make some plays here. Let's see. I think we're gonna have to go with the Blast Sphere strategy now, and I'm actually hoping he uses the Dumas the Dark Witch to attack us, so that Panther Warrior requires that tribute. Oh, that never mind. He has all of his heavy hitters. That Harpy's Brother is gonna hurt too. Oh boy, we are running out of options here, folks. Well, we got one more turn to figure it out. It's not looking good for us. Probably going to have to hope for the third battle here. Alright, Magical Cylinders. We can stop attack. Penguin Soldier. Used it the first time. We gotta throw all of our caution into the win here. Try to get the win. So if he does attack, we can at least return some of his monsters. Let's see what happens there. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention what Magical Cylinders is, but we'll do that if we get a chance here. No, we're going to let that go through because we're going to lose it anyway. So Penguin Soldier will allow me to return 2 of his monsters. So we will take the Panther Warrior, we will take the Harpy's Brother. They will go back to his hand. At least buys us a turn. That's all we can really hope for at this particular moment. So that's still, he's got a tribute for that. So we're buying a turn. That might actually help. So we have Magical Cylinders, so negate the attack of one of your opponent's monsters and inflict direct damage equal to the attacking monster's attack to your opponent's life points. Really good card. And Torrential Tribute. I think this card will save us as long as that trap card isn't like 7 Tools of the Bandit. But Torrential Tribute, you can activate this card when your monster is summoned, including Flip Summon and Special Summon, destroy all monsters on the field. So we're going to set that. We're also going to put the alligator sword in defense, just to have a little defense between us and our life points, because we only got 600 left. And let's see what he does. I'm hoping he summons and I can use... okay, perfect. So I think we'll hold on to the torrential tribute. We'll let him destroy the alligator sword, and then we'll use magical cylinders to reverse the panther's attack, buying us one more turn in exchange. So we aren't going to use the torrential tribute. We're going to let him destroy the harpies, the alligator sword with the harpies brother. Now he's going to tribute the harpies brother, which is what we wanted, and then we'll take that back to him with the magical cylinder. Okay. Trying to survive here. That's all we're trying to do. He's going to have to summon something to use Panther Warrior, so I'm not too concerned. We don't even have a monster, but we still have Torrential Tribute, so we bought ourselves at least one more turn. So whatever he summons, we're probably going to have to use Torrential Tribute, because we can't afford to... what is that? I can't see it. Never mind. We are donezo. If he summons a monster, we lose. And we lose. Can't win them all, unfortunately. So that was just a very quick duel. He had some very powerful monsters. Nothing we could do there. That Harpy's brother and the Doomus the Dark Witch with the Panther Warrior. I just don't have the cards to deal with that right now. So, well, can't win them all. We will be back and we will win the next two. We're going to go first. Hopefully get some good cards. Not too bad. Not too bad about that. All right, let's see what we got. Mystical Space Typhoon, again, destroys one spell or trap card on the field. Call of the Haunted, a continuous trap card. You can select one monster from your graveyard and special summon in face-up attack position. When this card is destroyed or removed from the field, the summoned monster is destroyed. If the summoned monster is destroyed, this card is also destroyed. Alligator Sword, it's a 4-star monster with 1,500 attack and 1,200 defense, just normal monsters. Giant Tundra, I'm glad I actually drew this. This is what he used against us to win the duel. It returns all spell and trap cards on the field to their respective owner's hand, so I couldn't use Torrential Tribute in the last duel to actually win, which was unfortunate. Just had magical cylinders, so that negates the attack of one of your opponent's monsters and inflicts direct damage direct damage equal to the attacking monster's attack to your opponent's life points. And Blast Sphere, which we just talked about, it equips itself when it's in face down position. It stops the attack of the monster, and it will deal direct damage to your opponent's life points during the next standby phase. So we're going to throw Call of the Haunted down to start, just to have something on the board that he will maybe destroy. It's a good card, but I just want to have something down just in case. And we will put Alligator Sword in attack position, and we will turn it over to Joey and see what happens. Gotta win this one, that's for damn sure. Oh, the Harpy's brother. That's always the Harpy's brother. I wish I had that card. 1,800 is nothing to bulk at in this format as a normal monster. Okay, we will find a way to deal with that. All right, we're going to use the Blast Sphere strategy. So we're going to try to hope that Harpy's brother attacks this this Blast Sphere and attaches itself to it. And we'll go from there. So we're going to put it in defense position because that's the requirements of using that, that card. Hopefully he doesn't have a lower monster like the Island Turtle. He'll use the Island Turtle, unfortunately, to attack the Black Sphere. So we didn't want that, but no choice really in the matter here. And we will take 1,800 points of direct damage. Not going to waste Call of the Haunted right now. There's no point.
I activate my spell card.
Okay, so Mystical Space Typhoon, he's going to get rid of our Blast Sphere. Nothing we can really do about that. Do have the Morphing Jar again. I am going to try the Witch of the Black Forest strategy, so I'm going to use it. So Witch of the Black Forest, which we just drew the last turn. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, move one monster with a defense of 1,500 or less from your deck to your hand. Your deck is then shuffled. So it's a 4-star monster with 1,100 attack and 1,200 defense. And we also just drew Morphing Jar, which you just saw from the last duel, and it returns all monster cards on the field to their respective decks and shuffles them. You and your opponent then pick up cards until you both have the same number of monster cards, level 4 or lower, that will return to each deck and special summon those monsters on the field in face down defense position. Any other card picked up are discarded to the graveyard. So we gotta get rid of this Harpy's Brother, but at the same time, this Island Turtle, because it's in attack position it's a 4-star monster with 1,100 attack and 2,000 defense, I don't want it to go into defense position. That's going to be hard to deal with 2,000 defense. So I am going to summon Witch of the Black Forest, and I'm going to take the trade. The trade meaning I'm going to use the Witch to attack the Island Turtle to get rid of it. That will allow me to get a 1,500 monster into my hands and removes a resource from his side of the field. So let's see what we got here. Gemini Elf. I'm thinking that's probably the route. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, all right. So I'm going to take the Gemini Elf. This is going to be helpful to us. It's a 4-star monster, 1,900 attack, 900 defense. That will help us get rid of the Harpy's Brother on the next turn. So we will take that. And... wondering if I should put Magical Cylinders down. I have 5,900 defense, or life points. I'm not going to lose in one turn. So we'll take whatever is about to come our way, basically. Geofrid the Iron Knight. Any equipped card this card is equipped to is automatically destroyed. It has an attack of 1,800 and a defense of 600. So that hurts. It's another 1,800 monster. These 1,800 monsters are just killing us. We need some in our deck, really. That brings us down to 2,300 life points. We haven't done anything to him, but we're going to mount our comeback right now. So first things first, I'm going to use the Mystical Space Typhoon because I don't trust whatever he has behind him, and I don't want to have to deal with it, especially when I'm about to summon Gemini Elf, and that is a good reason to do that. So he had Magic Arm Shield, which you can activate this card when your opponent announces an attack. Select one of your opponent's face-up monster cards on the field and designate it as a target of the attack. So if I had 2 monsters, he would have used that, and I would have been attacking my own monster and getting rid of it, which we don't want. Okay. Gemini Elf onto the field to attack. 1,900 attack. We are going to get rid of, finally, that Harpy's Brother, and finally get rid of some of his life points. Bring him down to 7,900. Now we got to mount our comeback. All right. If he tributes here, we got to reset again. We have a little bit of an advantage now, but I'm worried about the tribute. Oh, Copycat. That is a very, very good card. We will go over that in a second. Thankfully, he didn't take the sacrifice. If I was him, I would have taken the sacrifice. But hey. So Copycat, what does Copycat do? When this card is summoned, including special summon, it adopts the original attack defense of one of your opponent's monsters. So 1-star monster, 0 attack, 0 defense, but as you can see, it copied my Gemini Elf to 1,900. That is not good. We're gonna get rid of Geofrid, I believe, because we need to. Can't do anything about the Copycat for now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put Tiger Axe, which we just drew the last turn. It has 1,300 attack, 1,100 defense, 4-star monster, into defense position. We also drew Buster Blader, which is a 7-star monster with 2,600 attack, 2,300 defense. And the attack of this card increases by 500 points for every Dragon-type monster on your opponent's side of the field and graveyard. So we're going to put Tiger Defense, we're going to put Tiger Axe in defense mode. And we are going to use the Gemini Elf to get rid of Geofrid. So that's another 100 points gone. We still have to deal with the Copycat. He will use probably Copycat to get rid of my Tiger Axe, but at least I have some extra things between me and my life points. Good. You didn't put a monster on the field. That's going to allow me to take the exchange. Oh no, now he did. Okay. Well, let's see what we can get in return here. Forest. So let's see. Forest. It increases the attack and defense of all insect, beast, plant, and beast warrior type monsters by 200 points. That's a field spell card. Nothing really that would benefit us with that right now. If I take the exchange and I put Morphing Jar 2 down, does that do anything for us? We don't know what that face down card is. I think it does, actually, because we are going to take the exchange, but I could use Call of the Haunted to bring back Gemini Elf. But I think that makes sense. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Morphing Jar 2 in defense position, and I'm going to take the exchange, meaning I'm going to use my Gemini Elf to attack and destroy his copycat, get rid of it, because I don't want to have to deal with a 1900 monster myself. With the thought process of this upcoming turn, he will attack my Morphing Jar, and whatever 2 monsters or 1 monster he has on the field will go back into his deck, and he'll have to shuffle. And I can always bring back Gemini Elf currently with Call of the Haunted. So he's bringing it the all-seeing white tiger, and he has a Sangan too. So that's a 1300 monster with just normal monster, and then the so actually we can look at it this way. Okay, all-seeing white tiger, 3-star monster, 1300 attack, 500 defense, and he has Sangan, which is a 3-star monster, 1000 attack, 600 defense, and when this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, move 1 monster with an attack of 1500 or less from your deck to your hand. Your deck is then shuffle. So no, we're gonna let him take the hit. We're gonna see what happens. And he's gonna have to Earthbound Spirit, 2000 defense monster, and Sagan's back too. We don't know which one is which either. That's gonna be a problem. We need a monster here. Okay, we got Mystical Space Typhoon. So we are going to use the Call of the Haunted to bring back one of my monsters in my graveyard, and I am going to pick the Gemini Elf, the 1900 attack normal monster. We're going to hope that we hit the Sangan and not the Earthbound Spirit, but to protect my life points, I am also going to put Magical Cylinders down now. And we will attack and hope for the best. And we got the Earthbound Spirit. Yay. We'll see what happens here. I'm hoping he's not going to tribute both of them now for like Red Eyes or something, but we'll see. That's a 2000 defense monster. Not breaking through that. Sometimes you speak things into existence. And he gets to pick, from the Sagan effect, he gets to pick a monster with a 1500 attack. So this is a 2400 normal monster. Takes 2 tributes. And that's it. I'm not going to let that go through. Or should I let it go through? No, I got to play the odds. I am going to use the Magical Cylinders. That will buy me a turn and keep my Gemini Elf on the field at least for 1 turn.
Man, that was close. Too close.
But we're in trouble here. We are in trouble here. I got to figure out a way to get rid of that. Penguin Soldier would be great right now. That's not going to help. Really needed a monster. There's really nothing I can do. So, actually, no. There is something I can do. No, that would return... It would just leave me wide open for the attack, so that's not going to work. I was thinking I could use... would that even be worth it, though? Because there's nothing in here. Yeah. We're just going to have to take the hit. So, we'll activate this. There's really no point in it, but so we drew card of safe return. When a monster is special summoned to the field from your graveyard, you can draw 1 card from your deck. And we're gonna hope he doesn't get a monster, because we are in trouble. We do not have any of the cards to deal with it. To miss the Dark Witch. All right, well, this is a loss. That is quite unfortunate. Our first loss of the series happens in the 2nd playthrough. So, hey, maybe I didn't play optimally here, losing back-to-back. You guys can tell me in the comments if you think there was something I could have done better here. But that is 2 losses. That is the end of that. We aren't going to be winning any cards here. Yes, I will work harder, Mr. Wheeler. definitely need some stronger cards. As you can see, those 1800 normal attack monsters are strong, and we just don't have the resources currently to deal with it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please consider liking or commenting, as I do want this channel to grow. So appreciate you watching in general, though, if you don't want to do any of that stuff. So have a great rest of your day. All right, later.